Hello, everyone. First of all, I want to congratulate every Calgarian because our city actually is in the top 5 cities in the world actually as one of the most livable city. Calgary was actually at number 5, tied with Geneva, and the other cities that ended up in the top 10 from Canada is only Vancouver, that was at number 7, tied with Sydney, Australia. We're living in such a beautiful city. We all know that it's close to the mountains, and I really hope you're enjoying living here. When you get out, you really appreciate everything that city has to offer. Number 1 was Vienna, number 2 was Copenhagen, number 3 was Zurich, number 4 was Melbourne, Australia, and we were at number 5, tied with Geneva. Calgary was number 5. It's such an incredible city, there's no doubt, and love being actually here and enjoying every moment of the city. It's a beautiful city, and Stampede is obviously coming up. That is something to really enjoy. It is the biggest fair, outdoor fair in this world actually, where we will see somewhere close to hopefully 1.5 million people coming to actually attend the fair. It's one of the biggest. And let's talk about actually what is going to affect our real estate market here in Calgary. As we know that the inflation numbers just came out and they totally went the other direction. The expectation was that the inflation was supposed to come down to 2.6%. But unfortunately, it went into the other direction and went up in month of May, and it went to 2.9%. So Bank of Canada is going to make a decision on July 24th. And now it seems like, they will have to really consider what's going on. By that time, by July 24th, they will have a lot more data to look at before they make that decision. So before that, they will have the GDP numbers for May, and they will also have the employment numbers for the month of June, and they will also have the somewhat information about what's going on with the inflation. So on July 24th, when originally we were expecting that the interest rate will drop down another 0.25%, that may or may not happen. Chances have decreased quite a bit because the inflation just went up to 2.9%. So as we know that Calgary's housing market is quite active, and it stays actually really busy till the end of obviously August, and then things start to change. But right now, in the last 1 week, we had 793 new listings that came into the market, 114 that came back onto the market. Now, one thing, I'm doing some of the market evaluations recently, and I've been noticing that sellers feel like their house is worth way higher, and they feel like they should be getting. I did one that I was quite disappointed, where the seller thought their house is worth more than 100,000 than the evaluation that I had done. And this is exactly where you see this price decrease. 434 properties saw a price decrease. That is very significant. That's more than half of new listings. And that is the reason, because everybody wants to list them really high and then keep decreasing them. Sometimes they sell, and sometimes they don't even sell. And then price increased. Only 25 properties saw price increase. Pending, there were 502 properties that went pending. That sold. There were 745 properties that got sold. Expired 27 properties got expired, 11 withdrawn properties, and 157 properties got terminated. Actually, one thing that I always want to discuss with you is that, everybody thinks that, I can get into real estate and make a lot of money. Real estate is a lot of work. It's about actually guiding people through to make the biggest decision of their life. For example, that the biggest investment in your life is going to be your property. and guiding them through. And when you actually don't get the right advice, it actually makes things even more difficult for everybody. I mean, even the realtor gets really stressed out, the seller gets really stressed out, and even for the buyers, they feel like that this house is not worth it this much. Why is it priced so high? So when you're working with the right realtor who can provide you the right advice, keep that in mind. It can really make the whole process quite easy for you. So please give me a call if you have any question about real estate at 403-689-2345, and I'll be more than happy to assist you. Thank you.